Hello, and welcome to Korea Decoded. Today, we're unlocking one of Korea's greatest treasures, not K-pop, not kimchi, not even Korean dramas, but the Korean writing system itself, Hangeul. It's often described as the most scientific alphabet in the world. But what does that actually mean? How was it created? And why are linguists, historians, and language learners around the globe still fascinated by it? Let's decode the story together. Part 1. The problem before Hangeul. To understand why Hangul was revolutionary, we first need to step back in time to the 15th century Joseon dynasty. Back then, Korea relied on classical Chinese characters, known as Hanja, for writing. These characters were incredibly complex. Imagine having to memorize not just an alphabet of 26 letters, but thousands of unique characters, each with its own meaning, shape, and pronunciation. For the elite scholars, this was manageable. They had years to study, tutors to guide them, and the luxury of time. But for the vast majority of commoners, farmers, artisans, merchants, literacy was nearly impossible. Most people couldn't record their own names, let alone write letters, legal documents, or stories. This created a huge gap. Knowledge and power were concentrated in the hands of the few. And King Sejong, the ruler of Korea at the time, saw this as a profound problem. Part 2, King Sejong's vision. King Sejong the Great wasn't just a monarch, he was a visionary. He believed that language shouldn't be a tool of the elite, but a right for all. In 1443, he gathered a group of scholars from the Hall of Worthies, the Jifyeonjeon, and set out to design a new writing system. The goal? Simple enough for commoners to learn, precise enough to capture the sounds of spoken Korean, flexible enough to be used in every domain of life. And so, after years of research and experimentation, Hangul was born. King Sejong himself explained it this way: "A wise man can learn it before the morning is over. A fool can learn it in 10 days. That's not just poetry. It's a radical declaration literacy is for everyone. Part 3. The science behind the alphabet. Now here's where Hangeul becomes truly extraordinary. Unlike most alphabets, which evolved organically over centuries, Hangul was designed deliberately. Every letter carries logic. Let's break it down. Consonants. The basic consonants were modeled after the shape of the mouth and tongue when pronouncing them. Kiuk shows the back of the tongue touching the throat. Neon represents the tongue touching the roof of the mouth. Mium is shaped like the mouth when closed. Neyun, Digut, Biup, Siot, Iung all build systematically. This means when you see the letter, you also see how to pronounce it. Vowels. Even more fascinating are the vowels. They were built on a philosophical foundation. King Sejong's team used 3 symbols: a dot for heaven, a horizontal line for earth, a vertical line for human. Combine these and you get all the vowels a, io, a, wu, iu, e. It's simple, elegant, and deeply symbolic of fusion of science and philosophy. Part 4, Resistance and Struggles. You might think everyone celebrated this amazing new invention, but actually, many scholars and officials resisted. Why? They had spent years mastering Chinese characters. They worried Hangul would lower the prestige of Korea's scholarly class. Some even mocked it, calling it women's script or children's letters. But while the elites resisted, the common people embraced it. Folk songs, love letters, stories, even secret messages began circulating in Hangul. Slowly, the script spread not because it was imposed from above, but because it was useful, accessible, and empowering. Part 5, Hangul in Modern Times. Fast forward to today. Hangul isn't just Korea's writing system, it's a global phenomenon. Every October 9th, Koreans celebrate Hangul Day. UNESCO created the King Sejong Literacy Prize in his honor, recognizing efforts worldwide to promote literacy. Linguists continue to marvel at its scientific design. But Hangeul is more than an academic curiosity. It's alive in K-pop lyrics, fashion, art, and even tattoos. Tourists in Seoul often find themselves reading subway signs within hours of arrival, proof that King Sejong's dream lives on. Part 6, Why it matters globally. So why should someone outside Korea care about Hangul? Because it's not just a story about letters. It's a story about democracy, accessibility, and innovation. Think about it. Most writing systems in the world evolved slowly, often messily. But Hangul was created with intention to give everyone, regardless of status, the ability to read and write. In that sense, Hangeul isn't just Korean heritage. It's a symbol of human progress. So the next time you see these shapes, Kiok Nian Digut, remember they're not random symbols. They are the result of vision, science, and compassion. Hangul is simple, logical, beautiful, and it carries a story the whole world can admire. Thanks for watching Korea Decoded. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned in our next video. We'll step into the royal palace and find out how many meals did a Korean king eat in one day. Spoiler, it's more than you think.